How to tell if you have a gas leak in your house. Do you have a hidden killer in your house? Something that could actually be giving you headaches, making you sick, make your family sick, anything at all like that. Do you smell gas inside of your house, but you're afraid to call the gas company because you know they're just going to come out and shut it off? Today, I'm going to teach you how a professional plumber looks for leaks and locates leaks on a gas system. I'm going to show you the right way to do it, and I may show you the wrong way to do it.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Now, I've got those calls from people that say, hey, look, we had a leak. We called the gas company. They turned our gas off. And this does happen. Here's the deal. The gas company does not have time to locate your leaks and fix it, but they want to make sure that you live, that you survive. So what they do, they come out, turn your gas off, put a lock on it where you cannot turn it back on. But guess what? Either can a plumber. So what happens at that point? A plumber has to come out, find the leak, fix the leak, call for an inspection, then call the gas company to come turn it back on. If you have a gas leak, I'm going to show you a couple of things that you can do to possibly find that leak and not have to call the gas company and then pay for a permit inspection and everything else. So how can you tell if you've got a gas leak? Well, if you've got exposed pipes, it can be very easy to do. Sometimes, even if you don't have exposed pipes. Y'all seen that old crazy plumber? Well, I've worked with him before. And to be honest, all he would do is this. Now, if you're a homeowner, you're a plumber, don't do this. This scares the heck out of me. But that's how he would crawl around and test for leaks under a house. And I always told him he was crazy because I thought the flame could go back in and get sucked in, blow up the whole dadgum system. He said it never happened, to him, but that's not the way I want to do it. So what I'm going to do is, well, I'm going to do a bubble test, and it's really very easy to do. I've got a little bit of dishwashing soap in here and a lot of water. I like this because you want to make it where you can spray it in a very direct spray, not just a big overpowering area. You want to streamline, not just a lot of mist out there. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what I would do in this area if this is where I thought the gas leak was. Okay, so if I was smelling gas in this area, one of the first things that I would do is soap down my fittings. And you spray the soap on it, and what you're looking for right there, you're looking for bubbles. Okay, when you get bubbles like this, you know you've got a leak. But to be honest, I probably wouldn't stop there. I'd keep going because that may not be the only leak. So I either want to go ahead and keep going now or come back to it. And when I've got a piece of pipe like this, sometimes I'll put the liquid in my hand and rub it up in there. That way I know I've got that covered and saturated. But now let's get back to this one here, where we're getting the bubbles at. What I want to do at this point is go ahead and tighten it up. Now, if this is my house and I'm working on it inside, it's a union like this, I can go ahead and turn the gas off, or I can go ahead and just try and tighten it up. I'll leave that up to you. You don't want to create any sparks or anything like that, so it may be smart to go ahead and turn it off. So once I get it just the way I want it, I'm going to go ahead and snug it up. Now, you don't have to get this super tight. This is a union, and it's machined to make a good, smooth connection inside. You don't need any pipe dope. You don't need any Teflon tape on the inside of it. You do on the outside where the pipe threads are, but on the inside you don't. Now that's just a little bit of bubbles, but that's still a gas leak. So let's go ahead and tighten this thing up and put just a little bit more on it. Now remember, I'm not going super duper tight with this, but I want to make sure I've got it good and snug. That way it doesn't leak. Now, if you're a homeowner, this is something that, to be honest, you shouldn't be too afraid of. This is something that you can get in and do fairly easy. This is a union. It's made to be snugged up, tightened up, and join two pieces of pipe, and it's made to not leak. So now that we've got that tightened up, let's go ahead and spray it down again.
Sure.
And I have no bubbles this time. Okay? What a great way to do it. Now, one thing too, if you are getting headaches and you're thinking maybe there's a gas leak, maybe there's something like that, you could be having problems with carbon monoxide. Now, this is not a gas leak, but it's something you still need to think about. The reason this is on my mind, we literally just looked at a rental house that we have. We walked in and the vent on the water heater was offset. Now, that can lead to carbon monoxide poisoning. So you want to make sure you've got a carbon monoxide alarm and you have it installed where if there is carbon monoxide gases in your house, it's going to detect that and possibly keep you from getting sick or making others in your family sick. And in a minute, we'll jump inside the house and install this and show you how easy it really is.
12 seconds later.
Okay, so this will be a pretty easy install. We want it up by the ceiling. And normally I'm really anal retentive about stuff like this, so normally I would have a level and everything else, but since this is for me, and that's double thick rock. Beautiful. These are really pretty easy to install, so I don't understand why more people don't do it. Protect your family. I don't know if there's a whole lot better. You guys screw it first. And there's not a lot to these, but with carbon monoxide being as dangerous as it is, it's a really smart idea to have these in any home, especially if you have children or elderly living there. Batteries are in, everything is on. Now we'll just line up the holes. Okay, there we go. Beautiful. And it's that easy to take care of your family just by putting in a carbon monoxide tester. So what will happen now, and I love having this close to the water here because now we walked through a house the other day and somebody had pulled the vent off. So you know carbon monoxide is getting in the house. Well, with the carbon monoxide alarm, they're going to get notified if the carbon monoxide levels are too high. And this can be very dangerous. So like I said, if you've got a house with elderly or children in it, something you definitely want to do.
So if you're a plumber or you're a homeowner, I want to know, what are your thoughts? Is this the best way to do it? Now, they do sell bottles of product called leak detector, which is, guess what? Soapy water. And they put it around, they've got fluorescent, they've got different things. Me, I don't have any problems seeing bubbles like this. Sometimes they're slow, sometimes they're small, sometimes they're bigger. Anyway, and if you love this video, I definitely think you're gonna like that one. Be safe.